Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Miss Ekmil Krisnawati from Law Department, Campus ICSETIA Malacca. And today I would like to present to all of you about my research topic, entitling death penalty for drug trafficking cases in Malaysia, theory versus reality. Okay, I believe that everybody here knows that the law and the punishment for drug trafficking cases, and is clearly stated under Section 39B, Dangerous Drug Acts, which carries mandatory death penalty. And why actually we punish the offender with death penalty? And the main purpose is actually to deter, not only to incapacitate the offender, but also as a deterrent, deterrent to potential drug traffickers. And by imposing harsh punishment, it is hoped the objective to protect the public interest would be materialized. And this is the evidence, latest cases published in Malay Mail September 20, whereby the police successfully seized largest amount of cocaine amounting 2.4 billion. Alright, despite of having mandatory death penalty for drug trafficking cases as the punishment, here we could see that the number of drug trafficking cases in Malaysia continued to increase, and the statistic is from 1990 until 2011, whereby in 1990 the cases is only 744 and increased to 3,845. Okay. And this corresponds with the increase in the cases charged under Section 39B, and a total of 39,180 persons were arrested, and it's amounting 24,322 cases. So, despite of having mandatory death penalty, the cases is actually keep on increasing. The escalating figures of persons arrested and cases charged under Section 39B prove that, and it's trying to suggest that the mandatory death penalty has not achieved the legislature and policymakers' intent in deterring drug trafficking. It could be because of the financial incentive. So which means here, even though you are charged with 39B, it does not necessary that you are going to punish with death penalty due to several impediments. And from 1980 until 2011, it's only 262 persons executed under Section 39B. Okay. Therefore, this paper examined Section 39B cases which were reported in the 3 leading journals in Malaysia to determine whether death penalty had achieved its objective as deterrent measure to reduce drug trafficking activities. And empirical analysis, this is about our method. Empirical analysis supported by doctrinal research was carried out on drug trafficking cases reported from 1991 until 2012. The cases reported in this journal consist of facts of the cases and grounds of the judgment, which are primary sources in Malaysian law. Using purposive sampling, cases were selected based on the 2 criteria: the charge under Section 39B, and the case had been concluded with the judge deciding on the charge under Section 39B. So, a total of 626 cases were obtained and analysed, and the number of cases reported on Section 39B had increased from 30 cases in 1991 up to 75 cases in 2012. Okay, this is the statistic that of the cases that we gather from MLJ, CLJ, and NR. So we could see that the number is keep on increasing. Finding from this study revealed that despite the severe punishment, drug trafficking offences continue to escalate. Further, the number of cases in which the accused person were acquitted almost equalized those which were convicted. While the theory is that drug trafficking is punishable by death in Malaysia, in reality, that the death penalty was not executed in a significant number of cases. Okay, this is about the statistic, okay, based on the cases on conviction and acquittals. Based on our research, based on our research from 1991 until 2012, there were 62 cases identified through Malaysian law reports where the accused were charged under Section 39B, and out of these cases, only 3 or 7 cases resulted in conviction of the accused. As the 4 remaining cases, the accused person were either acquitted or convicted under Section 6, all of which do not entail death penalty. And a total of 330 cases went up appeal. At the appeal stage, a total of 114 convictions were overturned by the appellate courts. In order to convict a person under death penalty, we have 3 ingredients that need to be fulfilled. And from our analysis, outcome of the cases, okay, empirical analysis of the 626 drug trafficking cases selected in this study revealed various reasons for acquittal. Okay, so number 1, lack of possession of drugs due to the place where the drugs were found. Number 2, flaws and discrepancies the exhibit tendered as evidence of drugs. Number 3, break in the change of evidence. Number 4, the reason for acquittal is prosecution's inability or omission to call the material witnesses. And the last one is defenses to the accused, leading to the acquittal. So these are the statistics, and we could see that the highest reason is due to the fact that difficult to prove the term possession and exclusive possession. Okay. So possession is very important. You need to prove in front of the court that the exclusivity possessions on the accused person. So 60 cases under Section 39B ended in acquittal. Okay, this is because to prove possession, these 3 ingredients must be fulfilled. So these are the example of cases whereby failure on the part of the prosecution to prove the above elements regards to the fatal to the prosecution case, resulting in the acquittal of the accused. Okay, this public prosecutor and Abdul Razak bin Tamizi, as well as public prosecutor and Rosman bin Ismail. Okay, this is important ingredients. Okay, to prove exclusive possession, it is very difficult task upon the public prosecutor. Okay, it depends where actually the drugs were found. Okay, if for example the drugs were found on your body, so definitely the prosecution might prove successfully that you have exclusive possession. But unfortunately, if the drugs were found in the house or car, so in this situation, the accused person might escape from the gallows of death or may be acquitted. Alright, so from the statistic that I showed just now, 632 cases analyzed, 35 cases involved drugs found in the body, and out of 35, 31 cases convicted. Okay, that means if the drugs were found in your body, you might be convicted. But if let's say it's found in other places like house, vehicle, bag or other like, it may not be easy to approve. So in this study, out of 96 cases involving drugs found in the car, 47 cases resulted in conviction. Out of a total 113 cases involving drugs seized from a house, 54 ended in acquittals. However, where the drugs were found in the bag, there were more conviction, 91 cases, then acquittal, 54 cases. This is possibly that the accused person were found or caught in handling, carrying or having the bag within the vicinity, giving the rise to possessions. Okay, so these are among the reasons of the acquittals where the drugs were found in the house. This is because that the house belonged to someone else or rented by someone else, and that other person can enter into the house, that someone else had the key. So in this situation, if the prosecution cannot prove the possession, therefore the accused may be acquitted. So here we can see that there are various reasons of acquittals. So you can look at to our paper and read it. And to conclude this, what I want to say is that, okay, so this is among the situation, yeah. Okay, there are a number of reasons for acquittals of the accused charged under Section 39B, and the statistic for acquittal is on the high side. So which means here, even though we have a very strict law, but the law might be implemented to this person. So major concerns are on the integrity of the police work in the gathering of the evidence, the quality of investigation, as well as protection of the exhibit from the time of seizure of the drugs until the trial is disposed of. The high rate of acquittal frustrates the government's intention in imposing mandatory death penalty on drug traffickers to reduce drug trafficking activities. Therefore, it is suggested an urgent active measure must be taken to improve, especially the level of investigation. Investigating officers require better training to investigate and help to build a strong case for the prosecution. So, to conclude, while the theory is that the drug trafficking is punishable by death in Malaysia, but in reality is that the death penalty was not executed in significant number of cases, and it is difficult to convict a person under Section 39B as evidence that we put forward. Out of 626 cases, only 3 or 7 cases resulted in convictions of the accused person. Okay, thank you so much. So you can read our paper for further explanation. Assalamualaikum.